Very good morning, everybody. I welcome you all to your grammar class. In today's grammar class, we are going to continue the same lesson number 9 from your grammar book, and the name of the lesson is active and passive. We have already learnt about simple tenses, how to convert the sentences from simple present, simple past, simple future into the passive voice. We have already learnt. Today we are going to learn about rest others, which are, you will be getting them on page number 66. Turn page number 66 in your book. We are going to start from there. So, I have written for you already on the board so that you can understand. We are going to start with present continuous tense. We have already seen simple present tense, how we convert it. Now, when we are talking about continuous tense, it means continuous. I have already explained to you that when we are talking about continuous, it means we will have verb, ing form of the verb. And that you can see. Already you can see in the example I have written here. Okay, so when my sentence is in present continuous tense and it is in active voice, how it would be? Shivam is teasing her. This is an active voice. Let's not see the answer, how it is converted. Let's read the formula first. Subject plus is, am, are, that depends on the subject, if it is singular, if it is plural or whatever. If I is used there, then according to that we will take. Then being. Remember, this word being is very important here. When we are using continuous tense, when we want to convert continuous tense into your passive voice, this word being is very important. Being, then of course third form of the verb plus object, like we were doing every time, same thing is there. Let's now see. Shivam is teasing her. Let's do it one quickly. Shivam, subject, is auxiliary verb or helping verb, teasing main verb, her is your object. I think you must have done it, calculated it there and then. Okay, so let's begin. Her is your possessive, personal pronoun, and you know that when we convert, her will change into she. Her will change into she. These things I have in the previous video also have explained that these things are very necessary for you to memorize. The chart I have drawn for you in that video, you all have to learn that. So according to the chart and according to the rule, her will change into she. She is. We have is teasing, we will take the same thing, same auxiliary, is. Now from where this being is here, from where we have brought this being, now we will come to the formula. I told you that being is very necessary when we are converting from active to passive, and especially when we have continuous tenses. We have present continuous, so it will be is being, then third form of the verb. What is the main verb here? Main verb is teasing. So we will make it third form. What will be the third form of tease? It will be teased. Teased by Shivam. By is your preposition. I have told you we can add that. And Shivam is your subject earlier. When we will convert this into passive voice, definitely that will come in the place of object. So your sentence is, she is being teased by Shivam. This is according to the rule. Now, after explaining this, you don't have to think much about past continuous. Only few things will change. Rest of the things will remain same. Firstly, let's read the formula. And we will, same time, we'll be just watching this formula also so that we can correlate it. Okay, subject, same thing. Is, am, are, because it was is. Why we were using is, am, are? Because it was present continuous, present tense. But here it is past continuous. So we know we cannot use is, am, are instead of this. What we can use? We can use was and were. So we have used was and were plus Since it is continuous, I have told you we will be using being. So B-E-I-N-G, being. And then same thing will go, third form of the verb and object. So keep this in mind. Both the formulas are more or less similar, just because of the tenses, the things are changing. Is, am, are in the present tense, was, were in the past tense. So now let's see the statement which I have taken from your book. The porter was carrying the luggage. This is in active voice. I have not written the answer for you. If you are having your rough copy with you, try to solve this. Try to write this in passive voice. I'll be doing for you when I am talking about passive voice. For this, let's take these things first. The porter is your subject, was auxiliary verb, carrying main verb, and the luggage is your object. So let's take the object. We know that object will come in the position of subject. The luggage. Then what we will write? We have was, were. Since already we have was, so we will take it as it is, was. Then after was, I have told you in the continuous we use being. So we will write being. Then after this we have our main verb. We will convert into third form of the verb. So carrying will become carried. C-A-R-R-I-E-D. Some spellings are very complicated. You have to keep in mind. Y will be removed and I-E-D. Carried. Now, by whom it was carried? We will write by the porter. By the porter. See how easy it is when you memorize the formula, how easy it becomes to convert it. So my sentence is, the luggage was being carried by the porter. Same way, we are here. Both the things we have done. Now you would be thinking, why Nana has not written future continuous? Children, it is written a note there on page number 67. Verb in the future continuous tense cannot be expressed in the passive voice. Okay, that is why we cannot express that in the passive voice. That is why I have not written there, and it cannot be the sentences which are in the future continuous. We cannot convert them in the passive voice. That is why it is not given there. So, after this, we have present perfect tense. As we were having one keyword being in the continuous, here also we have one keyword which you have to keep in mind. That is been. Okay, remember, being is for continuous, been is for perfect tenses. So, let's see. First, we will read the formula. Subject, we all know, has, have, because it is present. If it would be past, then we would have used had, which is the past form of has and have. Has we use for singular, have we use for plural subjects. Been plus third form of the verb and object. My statement is, you have done it. Are you able to convert this into passive voice? Then you can start doing it. I am doing it on the board. You can start doing in your copy. So let's do. We will start with this because it is an object. It is it. Always with this it we use have. We never use it. We never see. You can see for your reference, you can go to page number 67 and you can come to the first example of the book. We never say it have. We always say it has. So instead of have, we will make it has. It has. Then let's find from the formula what word we can add. Been. Then what is there? Third form of the verb. Okay. Then what is the word which you can see? Done. Done is your main verb, isn't it? I think by the time you are able to find out which is the main verb, which is the auxiliary, what is the object in the sentence or subject in the sentence. So every time I won't be reminding you. Okay. So been, then done. We have to write the third form. It is already there. D-O-N-E, done. It has been done. You will change into, that time I have wrote for you will remain same. It will be same. It has been done by you. This is my passive voice. This is my passive voice. Here also this was my passive voice. I think it is clear to you. Now come to this past perfect tense. Again we will tally the formula. Subject, has, have. I have told you in this we have only had, since we have only had for singular also, for plural subjects also. Like in the present tense we had has for singular, have for plural, but when we are talking about the past, we only have a single word, that is had, which will be used for singular subject and plural subject both. Subject, had, plus this word been, then third form of the verb, then object. So let's take the statement first. This statement is an active voice. He had made a blunder. Once again, he had made a blunder. Now, he, your subject, had auxiliary, made main verb, a blunder. What the person has made? A blunder means it is your object. Now let's see how we can convert this. I have told you whatever article is used in the object, we never leave that or we do not change that according to ourselves. We have to write as it is there in the statement. So we will take this a blunder. A blunder. Then we have to take this word had. Then we have the word been, had, been. Then third form of made. Do you think there is any change? No, it is same. M-A-D-E. This is third form. So a blunder had been made. Then what your sentence says? By whom? By. He will change into him. He will change into him. This is my statement of passive voice. Let's read. A blunder, had, been, made, third form, by whom? By him. He will change into him. This is about your past perfect tense. Now we have one more left. That is your future perfect tense. I have told you future continuous cannot be changed into passive voice. That is why we have not written. We have not done that. But we have future perfect tense. This is also very simple. You will find it very simple if you will pay attention. So, let's write first. Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. One statement I will be writing for you to make you understand. They, this is your second statement from the book. They will have finished their breakfast by 8. They will have finished their breakfast by 8. Now, this is what your statement is which is in future perfect tense. It is in active voice. It is an active voice. Let's go to its formula. What its formula could be. If you want to see, you can see after 5 full lines, the formula is given there. We will be writing, of course, the subject plus you can have the word shall or you can have will. Then you will have the word have plus been. See, same thing is coming everywhere. Wherever we are using perfect tenses, same thing is coming everywhere. Been, then after been, your third form of what? Of your verb. Third form of what? Of verb. Then of course your object. Then object will come. Okay, so let's do it. They will have finished their breakfast by 8. So now think of the object. They will have finished their, what they would have finished? Their breakfast. It means we have to start from their breakfast. Their breakfast. Then after the subject, what we have? Shall and will. What are we going to add? We will be adding will only. Will. Of course, have will go with it. Will have. Then after will have, we have one word which we have to insert, that is been. Then the third form, it is already like that. Finished. The breakfast will have been finished by whom? What word you will use for they when you are changing into passive voice? You will use them. Finished by whom? By them. And at what time? By 8. By 8. So if you will keep this in the formula, you will be able to understand that how easily we have changed. So for most important thing what I feel for you, and you would be understanding it, that when you have this formula in your mind, then it is very easy to convert the statement from active to passive. Changing is very easy, but when you are not very sure about it, then it will be a problem for you. So by this I have finished lesson number 9, and I'm quite sure that you must have understood it. Please underline all the formulas which are there, on the basis of which you can change your active to passive and learn them. Thank you. And